What's up, everybody? My name is Elijah Birch, and I'm coming at you with another video. All right, isolation comes before elevation. Isolation comes before elevation. There ain't no way around it. It's a part of the process. If you're ascending to the next step and the next level of your development as a person and as a professional, you're gonna be isolated because not everybody can go with you when you're rising and you're going to the top of the mountain. The air gets too thin, as you may know, when the elevation increases. So don't freak out. Don't feel too bad. I know isolation is painful, but don't feel too bad when a lot of people ain't messing with you like they used to, ain't willing to spend time as much as they used to, ain't willing to work with you like they used to, ain't willing to give affection as much as they used to. When God puts you in a period of isolation, you know it, and it hurts, and it's uncomfortable. But this is the point right before God ascends you to the next chapter of your life. Right? This is the brink of becoming great. Everybody went through it. Everybody. David, before he killed Goliath, and he killed him by himself, before he got to that platform, he was shepherding his flock. You know, he was the youngest of several brothers while everybody else was out to war. He was watching the flock, and he killed lions and bears all by himself with a shepherd's rod or staff and a sling with rocks. So he did that all by himself. He was already a killer. He was already great at doing what he does before he got to that big stage of David and Goliath. And that's one of the most famous biblical stories and one of the most notable stories in history. So you have that. And even Jesus, the man, God in the flesh, perfect, right? He went through it. Before he really went on his 3-year span of ministry where he impacted and changed the world, he fasted for 40 days and nights by himself in the desert. And he was tempted with all types of foolishness by the devil. So he went through that misery, that isolation, that loneliness that terrorizes and hurts our soul. He went through that. So he knows our pain. So whatever that you're going through and whatever you're feeling right now in this period of isolation, not only is worth it, but it's necessary. It is necessary. You have to go through this so you can be strong enough to ascend to that point of elevation. You have to be lonely on that climb to the mountaintop. You have to. Not every bird can fly with eagles, and they fly above the storms. And when you're above the storm, I'm guessing you don't see too many other birds. They don't see crows. They don't see vultures. And I know they don't see chickens. And some of y'all are hanging around with too many chickens. So really see the bright perspective of this period in your life. God is separating you from people that you necessarily don't need to be with. And he's elevating you to something better, bigger, better in the next step. Shoot, even before I transferred to Ashland, I didn't hang out with a lot of teammates. I didn't fit, and they respected me, but I remember eating alone most of the times. And then I remember, breaking my wrist, and I would be alone in my room most of the time, and I had terrible class schedule. I had 4 classes back to back to back, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I had 2 labs throughout the week during the season. So this is all happening in the fall. So I had a very rough last semester at Ashland, and I was alone most of the time, and it hurt, but it made me strong and sure enough within myself and who I was made to be, that I could stand on my own 2 feet on anything, and I could back myself up on anything that I will ever say or do moving forward in my life. And it always made me confident, and it helped me get to this point today with transferring, with making connections, with not being afraid to do what I love to do, which is make videos and help inspire people despite the naysayers and, you know, everybody that said, you know, why are you doing this or this, that, and the fourth. I just don't care, and I'm comfortable with doing my own thing. So you being by yourself right now is beneficial for you, and it's necessary for you to be successful. Just accept that, accept this word, and bless you, and remember everything's gonna be all right. All right, peace.